Ndị be anyị ekenenu m unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị nke taata. Dịka unu si na-esoro anyị na-eme na Eastern News 24, unu na n'iru akwụkwọ unu ya afụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, onye ndu, unu ya afụkwa late Chief Odumegwu Ojukwu, ihe afụkwa Biafran Prime Minister Maazị Simon Ekpa, na ihe afụkwa Peter Obi, ndị aka wetara n'iru akwụkwọ. O nwere mere anyị ji weta iru na ya bụ ihe ka anyị kpọghachite n'uche ndị ụmụnne anyị gbasịta maka ihe na-eme nkịta n'obodo a, ana gbasịta maka o si wee kwụrụ. O nwere ife kpatara na ife ji eme, ana ọ bụ na ife akpatara na ife ji eme, ọ bụ na na-eri ya anya ihe a na-eme na ama nkwụsị. Na bifo nga n'elu, a sị m unu darịrị n'ịmụ Chukwu ka unu si na-esoro anyị. Cheta na ihe a bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si wee wetara unu nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa, nke na ya bụ ife anyị na-eji tinye unu n'iru akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ihe kpataranụ o ji dịka ndị zoo ehetiri ụmụ Chukwu, ehetiri ụmụ Biafra. Nke na ya bụ ife unu ga-esi ya, unu drop right comment unu on the comment section below. All right, over to you, sir.
Which are buttressing our point, the very reason why we will not exist in this enclave beyond this 2024. For those of them who still want to be in this joke of a unity, very well to them. They can enjoy their unity, they can enjoy their one Nigeria. Now if you listen to this very video here by the name the Nurse Shocker on subsidy, you will really confirm that we have no reason whatsoever being in arrangement of people deceiving people and the all progressive criminals gathering together all to, remove old wine and put in new bottles and all of that, PDP to APC, and how this is a trickling down effect from the Western politics, where those P-farers whom this man David Farotimi just called in his 3 days ago video pyromaniacs, which means people who derive so much joy, who have so much pushing, they can't just stay without, causing fire, causing tension, causing unrest, causing poverty, causing pains. People, the pyromaniacs here, in the sense that the Nigerian politicians, they cannot just feel good, they have this arousal to inflict pains, sparkle fire by the way of causing hardship on the people they claim to be leading. And when David Farotimi finished, he said something that you will be interested in. I think that was from the part 1, because the Sahara people that posted the video, they say from part 1, there's part 1, there's part 2. In part 1 there, he said Nigeria is a zoo, and because of this place, all Nigerian people, you owe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu an official apology. You owe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu an official apology. All the scholars, whoever talked in the public space, whoever brought their analysis of Nigerian economy, like the state of things, the political atmosphere, whoever discussed national affairs, you owe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu a great deal of apologies. So, very fair to me, you will lead the way, because you have eventually come to agreement, to terms, that Nigeria is a revolutionary republic. So because of this, your confession, you will lead the way to, of course, because when you said it, you said in quote, that was an affirmation of the fact that this is an animal kingdom, where anything happens, where somebody will be seen with public wealth, with bullion van, and he will just simply come with a wave of hand saying he just miss it way, that will end. Where someone will go to buy the Nigerian populace when they come to protest, and it will be just swept under the carpet like that. Where someone, from the other video from that black man, That Batman was there raising something. He was raising a point. If you go to dig deep into what brought Nigeria where it is, you will see nothing but collaboration by those saints who tell you that they are the saviors that are coming to salvage you in the Nigerian politics for you to get Nigeria move into a working state. Those people who are claiming that they are coming to salvage you, how they are all collaborators. Because where Fayoshe, the man that Batman used in that video, he said P2B too. P2B is also piping a lot of money in billions in dollars. So why would you be saving such amount of money in dollars when you want a country to work, your country to work? He laid that claim, and very dark man in his way, his wisdom, said, well, why he pointed out the P2B issue is, P2B is the person we see as the saint, which after all, he is better than a lot of these people, but even him is not innocent of all this. And everybody is going after to say, oh, this one, Tinubu has killed. Tinubu is part and parcel, according to Dele Faratini. In fact, he's a primus part and parcel of what Nigeria is passing through today. And he is still part of it. And we have another video to do where Tinubu, I have to show you, where Tinubu was in France, I think earlier this week or so, not about, in France, and there is a leakage of the discussions. They are planning how to execute the young Burkina Faso leader. They are all planning, they are all up to something very treacherous to deal with the Burkina Faso leader, because he is really standing in their way. Because Tinubu from his part don't want Nigeria to divide. Tinubu from his part knows that Simon Ekpa is moving very close with in a very big alliance with the Burkina. Let me not touch that part. Now here we are talking about how Tinubu, Buhari, the politicians who are coming to salvage Nigeria are all complicit. We are all involved. You see what this man here detailed in this video here that we just played, that Tinubu had his own. He said, some the people who were the oil thefts, the marketers who were stealing from the public wells in the name of subsidy, they are tired of sucking, and now they have come out, they are tired, and all of that story. So they should remove the subsidy. That, according to also Dele Faratini, in supporting this, Dele Faratini said that these people derive so much joy in seeing the people suffer. Kawai, Stephanie. That is why he said these people are pyromaniacs. No, the IMF. This is, you are still talking about northern the NATO influence. When you talk about NATO, IMF, you talk about NATO. It's not a talking treaty. It is here. Talk about IMF, World Bank, always advising African leaders to do what is practically and evidently against their people, and what they in the West can never do in their own region, in their own region. They are advising, and our selfish rulers will always buy it, because they will keep advancing their own parochial interest. They will keep getting rich, which they will eventually also steal these loots and also push and abandon in Western banks, where these people will in turn use it again to make more money, and sometimes they will seize these ones and passing on by these leaders. Maybe after a while, they will just bring a debris, a very handful, an insignificant portion of that money, and say, we are repatriating back, we are returning back. So, It is this same thing that we have come to cure. There is no how anybody is thinking of having a better Africa with this kind of relationship where IMF keep telling many Arika, Mr. Arika, who is married to a Ghanaian man, you know, who was once in, he was an eye of UN to Africa, that's ambassador of UN of Africa to UN to Africa. Madam Ariko, a lot of you who are very current, updated in political affairs and who are Pan-Africanists, you understand, you know the person I'm talking about. This one, she have made several attempts to tell, which in recent years Professor Lumumba Patrick also joined that campaign. You cannot be a better continent with this kind of arrangement of master-slave relationship. How can you? Of course you cannot. And it is not possible to cut off the monkey's hand when you are still in this false unity. You cannot be under United Nigeria and think of ever coming away from this. It is not possible. It is not possible for all of you who are protesting. You are protesting in vain. You are just wasting your time. And of course, for you who is taking the blame just particularly to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, forget it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was very clear. He said, that is why Sahara Reporter is flashing this, what I would wish to say, nonsense. They are flashing back this again, as if it is a new development. That Bola Ahmed had no blueprint coming to lead Nigeria. He had no blueprint. Because Ajia Najatu brought this forward then, yes, of course, yes, and so what? When Ajia Najatu brought this forward, did you not hear what Ajia said? Ajia said that this is what Tinubu, what do you have for we in the up north? Did Ajia tell you, what do you have for us Nigerians? So when they deceive you with this unity, some of you have not taken your time to study. You know, we are very painstaking, we are dutiful, we are forensic in scrutinizing whatever information that comes to the public domain. Ajia Najatu asked Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what do you have in store for us in the upper north? In the up north? And they don't know who is that name, Jagaban. If they fly for their ear, they know they understand that. That name, Jagaban. You need somebody to, the North need somebody to interpret that name to them. You know, there was, I will reserve this particular one, I will make it a very short video. I will make it a very short video. I will make it a very short video. So, for now, you can see how these people are relating, how they relate. They are all relating, they are involved in all the menace, they are involved in insecurity, they are involved in poverty, they are involved, they are working as underdog to the top dog, which is the West, and America involved. Now when they do this, they are targeting their own parochial interest. This is now, you have the whole of this goods as a community. Now, just a community of 1 million people. Now, just 50 men gathered together. Okay, let's say 50 will be a bigger percentage. Let 10 men gathered together and decided to say, cut from this side, cut from this side. And because they know they can't get away cutting from this side, now they need a backup as an outside force to back them up, given that they cannot swallow this, the loan. Now they are ready to sacrifice any other thing to the outside influence, which is just like what the story I just finished about Afonja. About Afonja and the Oni of Oyo. Now the Oni of Oyo there was able to, you know, play his role. Afonja was there to sacrifice and, you know, give to the outsiders to help him fight the internal battle. So this is a kind of, now if you understand very clearly what this man is saying here, this man is in a nutshell telling you that the government actually maps out subsidy, but the government is not really paying the subsidy to any rightful people. And if anybody had the like now, see it clearly so that we don't go over this our sentiment. Said from what he did not mention this part, but we understand what he was saying. That even Peter Obi in his own organogram was about removing the subsidy, even though yes, he said he would put some things in place before removing it. But removal of the subsidy wasn't necessary in the first place, because the best thing for you to do is, who are these people that are profiteers, who are profiting from the public goodwill, from from what the government intends for goodwill to the public or for the masses, for the citizens, what the government is sacrificing on behalf of the citizens to get them a better life, you know. Now the government will spend this and it will go to a handful of people, and these people are known. Now, as funny as it is, the government leader itself or himself, the government leader themselves go around to constitute components of these profiteers. That's what he's saying. That is in a very nutshell. Make I no come to speak BB grammar. See, government people, the people where they even lead the government, all the governments where they for Nigeria. Now here they only exempted Jonathan from within this short period. Now Jonathan sincerely wanted to remove the subsidy and put some things in place, but even if Jonathan wasn't very intelligent enough to know that the removal of the subsidy wasn't, so all of them that ever came and those that are still wishing to come, that none of them have any good intention. Because if you have any good intention, you know these people who are doing this. What was the essence of the subsidy? The subsidy was to give good life, to reduce the hardship, the pain, the economic pain on the people, which will further, reduce the cost of goods and services in the state. And now governments, whom Dele Faratini said are led by a group of ruled, not led by pyromaniacs who derive joy in inflicting pain on their average man in the society. Now they go about coming together, creating one company that doesn't exist, now go to take money that is mapped out by the government. The same way they will unbundle a lot of government owned corporations, and they go back behind to buy these corporations. You don't understand with me? Now government owns an NPC. Now a group of leaders will come to office, a government to come to office and now say we are selling this, the government can now manage this one again, we are unbundling this, and now these people who made the policy goes behind to buy it, because that money that should be going to government should go to their own personal pockets. It is not something that will stop anytime tomorrow. It is something that will live with Nigeria forever until Nigeria ends. And you want to remain in that country. And you go to church, you pray, oh God, Nigeria. And you go to you are praying, you are doing enchantment for Nigeria to be good. How will Nigeria be good? Now juju? Maybe juju be that to pray that kind of prayer. You cannot keep doing things you know you are wasting your time doing. That is the video. Okay. After you listen to Dele Faratimi, I will put a little of the Madam Adia Hadatu. You see, this is what, there was never any good intention from all the people that ever came to lead you as political leaders, who are supporting them, who are yet preparing to come, who have not succeeded. All of them, you are never ever going to get any good one amongst them, because the ones that will be good might not have the money to buy that kind of ticket price. Now listen to them yourself.
And Nigeria had been damaged beyond repair. Ahmed Tinubu is incapable of envisioning a future for Nigeria because he's integral part and parcel of the horrible past.
If I sit with Asuwaju and I'm not comfortable with what he says he has for the North, I said yes sir, because I can't be a zombie. I just can't follow you because you said I should follow you. Let me know what you have for us up north. He offered to buy me a ticket. I said, no, sir, I can afford a ticket. And then he said, can I get a hotel for you? I said, yes, that I will appreciate. I took the next Lufthansa to London. I saw him that same night, and we sat. And I said, sir, the reason why I'm not accepting your appointment is because I don't know what you have for us up north. We can't go on like this. What is your blueprint for us? He told me that he doesn't have anything for us.
It's actually fraud. They have not been making any payments for subsidy. There's no difference between what you sell and what you buy. There's no difference. It's DSDP. The arrangement is simple. I give you $1 million worth of crude oil, you give me $1 million worth of refined petrol. It's simple, and it is free on board, direct at place, which means that all NNPC needs to do is carry the crude oil to the port. The cost of shipment, the cost of bringing back the refined crude, the cost of refining, everything is borne by the refinery. In fact, NNPC also make money because NNPC owns Nidas Marine, a shipping company. So they also get money from the 50% of the shipment of the crude that NNPC gives to them based on this DSDP arrangement. So don't let them lie to you that there's a difference one place. There's no difference anywhere. No difference. In fact, NNPC is making money from shipping because NNPC also has Nidas Marine, that is a shipping company. They've been lying to us. Now people must go to jail. The media companies are extremely dumb. So the media company will come and be speaking their language to us and telling us what the cabals want us to hear, that they are paying subsidy. Which subsidy? There's no subsidy. That's why I said who is subsidizing who? He knows. All they just want to do is increase the price, the pump price of fuel, and we put it at $30 per barrel. That's the cost of extracting oil from the ground. $30 per barrel. One barrel can refine 170 liters of refined petroleum product. One barrel. So that means that if you divide $30 by 170, your cost of production comes to about 18 cents. 18 cents per liter. 18 cents per liter. That's the cost of production. And that cost of production is directly the landing cost based on the direct sale, direct purchase arrangement with the refineries. What they call consortium is actually an arrangement with the refineries. Now that is glaring. So no money has been paid for subsidy for the past 8 years. Categorically, I'm making this statement, and I am beginning the process of working with CSO, civil society organizations. We need to hold some people accountable. If the government will not hold them accountable, we will hold them accountable. We will sue people. Monies that have been paid under the false pretense of subsidy must be returned. We will make sure they are returned compulsorily, and people must go to jail. He must answer for it now, for defrauding a whole nation and plunging Nigerians into poverty. They must go to jail.
Anybody who is expecting that there will be a course correction because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the one sat in the office and not Buhari, the person is wasting his time. So let's not waste our time. Anyone who manages to survive, the person should thank their stars. The man is on record. He said, reduce their purchasing power, widen the tax net. All those things the man was saying, and everybody was busy catching cruise and laughing at the time. That's exactly what he is doing.
Okay, you saw that yourself. So nobody, you don't have any hope in one Nigeria. You don't have any iota of hope. The best thing for you to do is, why BIAFRA go out or carve out this year insist you are living, go and organize yourself, become better people. After all, today as we speak, Burkina Faso, which is supposed to be one of the poorest states in Africa today, turning out to be one of the best in the world. We're so speedily building nuclear plants, building new projects with how much, and equipping themselves militarily that they can be a force. Now you can see how all the attempts by the people they are planting, maybe not.
And by that only no consciousness already name. Niba Edeke isowe ge ya bife inori the ballon the gentle lion who was in Iraq no basink tata no. Ozo the kibi ya bo. Kefi were iku basta ya bife ndani no who was in Iraq. Folk would didn't okura the kosi the kefi were iku basta ya bife. Drop wire on the comment section below. Chitopedi ya Eastern News 24 kaisi wene wotero no pozi ya do kempa. Dano no mundem gwan kemesian.